Now, a lot of players run on the ground and you hardly notice them. Marx, Kretschmer had that presence. You know, if you were the opponent player, opposition, you didn't go too near him too often. You didn't want to go near him.
Marx, Kretschmer, followed by Rex John, Basil Jaggard.
You know, he was in a straight line for the ball, didn't hesitate, didn't fumble, good skills, but super courageous, tough. He stayed in line with the ball the whole time. Everything a coach wants.
You had the ruckman, Lloyd Zucker, and then Harpo, Marx, and Foss Williams. Wasn't a bad first ruck. And he would be the bodyguard. And he'd be looking after Foss and he'd rest in the back pocket, because those days, they were coming off the ground.
As a player, very, very courageous, aggressive. He was hard, he was tough, but he was a good protector, particularly for me. You know, I was a ball player, skinny little kid, and you knew you had players like Motley, Hayes, all those in defence, John Abley, and Marx was right up there, you know, as dedicated, courageous, and as loyal to Port Adelaide. So a wonderful, wonderful team, mate. We never had fear because he was there.
So he fixed up a bloke called Ron Kneebone out at Norwood. He put him away. He hit him dead centre too. Oh, yeah, the grandstand shook. Yeah, Marx, vigorous, one of Foster's players. Foster's liked him like that. They were all tough, socks down, into it.
Yeah, I had a lot of skill, but you notice we didn't let him up forwards. He only kicked about, I think he kicked 2 goals a game or something in about 4 games. So his goal kicking, we wouldn't let him go up forward because he wasn't good enough. But in defence, he was fantastic. No, he was great. He'd be in any team at Port Adelaide. Inducted into the Hall of Fame, has to be there. One of the stalwarts of Port Adelaide in that golden era.
And there goes the final zone, and it's Port Adelaide again for the 5th successive year. A South Australian and an Australian record.
That was the best era at Port Adelaide, in my opinion.
Port Adelaide. It was Port Adelaide. Born and bred.
Tough, courageous, all played the ball, all hard, never hesitated, 100% deserves it. Deserves it.
Marx Kretschmer, represented tonight by his son, Kim Kretschmer. Kim Kretschmer, welcome. Representing your dad. Who's the cheer squad here tonight? Got the family here?
Yeah.
Righto. Righto, wait till they come out of their shell a bit. We'll have a bit of a night. Now, I must say, I'm one of these people, I smile when I hear the name Marx Kretschmer. When you're a kid growing up in Port Adelaide, all you ever heard, I mean, they played it down, all you ever heard was tough. And if you meet people from Sturt or Glenelg or North, they're still shitting themselves. Oh, yeah, Marx Kretschmer, they're still sleeping delight on now, all these years later. What was he like as a dad? Was he that tough?
He had his moments. But he was very quiet usually.
Yep. He was actually a real gentleman. I mean, off the field, and he ran the Port Footy Club for a long, long time. That's when I first got to see him. He ran the bar up at the footy club. There are some legendary stories about him though, and when I talk about his toughness, I was given a stat today. Did you play 5 league games?
Yes.
Right. Your dad played 143.
48.
Sorry, yeah, between them. Your dad played 143 games, never got a McGarry medal vote.
No, he didn't.
You played 5 games and got 2.
That's correct.
Yeah. What does that tell you about?
Don't know.
Well, it was for the fairest and most brilliant, wasn't it?
Never got reported.
Never got recorded. No, he didn't. But he had a notorious reputation, there's no doubt about that. But, look, played in 6 premierships, played for South Australia, he was a champion. He also, I think a lot of people in the room would know this, the older people, but he was captain of the Port Adelaide Cricket Club, the A grade as well. He had a great cricket career, didn't he?
He played for many years, played seconds, I think, the second side.
Yeah, played, I reckon, 18 years of cricket at Port Adelaide. There was a day, this came up in your father's eulogy, who sadly passed away a couple of years ago, but Dennis Bryan from the Alberton Hotel gave a eulogy and said that they were playing the gentleman's game of cricket one day against Sturt at Unley, and there was a fella having a bit to say in the crowd, and your dad hopped the fence and chased him down the road out of Unley. And they had to go and get your dad to come back and play cricket. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, he only wanted to say hello.
Oh, did he? And then, look, he was a nice bloke. He was a very nice bloke, but he had his moments. When he got a bit older, he played lawn bowls, and he was playing lawn bowls one day, and the opposition skipper called a stop to the game and walked off because he was intimidated by your dad in a game of lawn bowls. How does that happen?
There he is, Marx.
Yeah. What was he like with you when you broke into league football? He must have been incredibly proud.
He was very proud that he stood back and used to hide behind things so no one knew he was there. And,
Any advice? What was he like if you played well or didn't play well? What was his advice?
He gave advice, but he didn't interfere.
Yep. Yeah. Kim, it's fantastic that you're here to represent your father tonight. I'll leave you to say a few thank yous.
Thank you. On behalf of Marx's family, Ian, Peter, Karen, Vicky and myself, we would like to thank the Port Adelaide Football Club on the recognition of Dad's achievements. He not only played for the Magpies, he was also the bar manager in the 70s. He also set up the mini league and ran the school football program, and also did a lot of umpiring. He would have said that he did not deserve this recognition, but we all know as a family he did. The one person who would have been the proudest here would have been our mum, Ruth. They both loved the club as it felt like family. So on behalf of Dads and their families, So on behalf of Dad and the family, we are also honoured with this achievement of becoming a part of the Hall of Fame, and we wish he was here to accept this award. Thank you.
Unique ruckman who had, midfielder-like kicking skills. So whenever he was around, he did bring in the ball and he could, kick better than most of our mids, which is a luxury to have. So he used to join an offence all the time. And the other thing Brendan could do is he could kick a long way.
Get you in. Smart.
Do you want me to hold it up? Are you just taking that, or am I in it?
It's more getting it out the shadow. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Tonight's Hall of Fame inductees, could you please come forward for a photo? While this is happening, could the other Hall of Famers in the room tonight please come forward for a large group photo? Any other Hall of Famers, please come forward. playing group, please come forward as well for the next photo. Our current playing group and Hall of Famers, please.
In his first game.
Not really that fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, just finally tonight, Matthew Primus is going to come forward and say a couple of words. If I can have your